is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and you go against yourself, and it will take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 82. NASDAQ is down 2. S&Ps are off 5. Gold contract down $9.80, trading at $1,267 an ounce. Silver down 27 cents, $16.10 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 15 cents, $57.62 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 2 ticks, 124.10. 30-year bond up 19 at 153.20. They just refuse to die, folks. Notes and bonds, higher price, lower yield coming at us. King dollar up 145 ticks, trading at 93 flat. The euro is at 118 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is trading out at 112.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. We're going to get right into the futures first. So, we get into this future market. What you're going to see in the S&Ps, we've had a nice couple days of high volatility. You go back to Friday. So, Friday, folks, we had a high volume spike low, 26.05. We're at 26.32. It rejects price at the 26.05, blast all the way up to the price point of 26.65. Monster move. That's 600 Dow points, by the way. Comes into the close yesterday and closes out at the 26.33. Today, guess what? We get to 26.48, selling it down again. We're at 26.31. This high volume low is going to get tested. The real question is, going to get tested, come into the close? I don't think we can go that low. If we do, that'll be a nasty close. But it's building cause to get into that whole area. NDX 100. Now, the NDX, folks, has not only tested it, bounced off it, came up to ice, and is going after it again. So, NDX, the number to keep your eye on the NDX, your high volume low from Friday is the 62.46. Blasted out of there, got up to a high of 63.85. Gave it up again yesterday. You know, got right down almost to almost to test it, actually, which is 62.53. Overnight, it did test it. Overnight, we got down below it, got into a price point of 62.34. On the open this morning, they sold it down quick. And this is where I suspect is going to get tested as we come into the close here, which is 62.38, which, by the way, would be quite a move coming into the close. Now, the NASDAQ can do that. The difference in the NASDAQ, when that thing goes south, man, it goes south so quick, it's amazing. So, NASDAQ, what did it do? It blasted out of there this morning, 62.38. It goes up to 63.39, so it moved 100 points. Yeah. 100 points. And since this morning at 11:30, guess what? It's moved right back down another, 40, another 65 points. So we're right into that bar right now. We'll see where the rest of this shakes out coming into the close. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness goes like this. Point-wise, you have putting points into the NDX. You have Google up 7 points. Amazon's up 7.5. Electronic Arts is up 2.7. Ultra Salon is up 2.55. Baidu's up $2. Taken away from it, you got NetEase down 11 points. Regeneron's off 5. Illumina's down 3. BioMarin's off 2. Alexa Pharmaceuticals down 2. Let's just go into the IBB, because that's saying that the IBB is getting hit here. So, not bad. No, it's really not. IBB's only down 40 cents. Trading 103. We go into the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness. Strength inside the Dow Industrials. Well, let's do point-wise first. Point-wise, you have Disney putting 20 negative points into the Dow, Boeing 16, Home Depot 16, Goldman 14, JP Morgan 9, United Health 8. Positive points into the Dow Industrials, Big Mac, McDonald's putting 15 positive, Visa 9, Microsoft 5, Johnson & Johnson 5. We get over and we take a look at the note and bond market. Note and bond market have been screaming for a long time, folks, that they just can't sell them down. You know, the whole world wants to sell the note and bond market down, and guess what? It does not want to go down. We go take a look at this. You have the 30-year up 18 ticks. You've done 243,000 contracts, great contract volume. Bottom line, you're already over your swing point from October, which was the 152.27. You gapped, well, you didn't gap higher, you pushed much higher on the downdraft on Friday. You got up to 154.16. That's saying, guess what? We're going up to 156.14. The 10-year, what do we have with the 10-year? 10-year right now is trading at a price point of 124.09. This rejected lower price out here today. You did 1.2 million contracts. Bottom line, this thing wants to go up to the top of the range, and we'll see how it handles the 125. Right now, you're trading 124.09. We get over and we take a look at King Dollar. What you have with King Dollar is this. King Dollar just can't catch a bid. You have 21,000 contracts. You're up 145 ticks, which, you know, is not a big move. You're going into the you're going into the downdraft from the 22nd. You take King Dollar, we put King Dollar on a continuous contract. It looks to me like King Dollar is a monster ABC structure on the way down. That is actually going to get it somewhere into the 82 mark. So this is going to be a pretty intense watching good old King Dollar over the next year. So we went down from the 103 mark in January, hit a low in September of 90, did a bounce up to 95. You're at 93. I expect we're going to go after the potential B point. You will see whether we blow it away. And, you know, the highs of 2008, 2010 will give it some support, and we'll see if, in fact, it can bounce off those levels. We'll have a really clean idea about how you break the B point of this. You break it with volume, then you're going to set up 82 in the good old King Dollar. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Right now, you have the Dow Industrials down 84. NASDAQ is up 2. S&Ps are down 6. Coming right back. Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 112. You get the NASDAQ off 8. S&Ps are down 8.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the first hour. Now, this Friday, folks, December 8th, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to walk you through the Chapman wave. That's the bottom line, all day long. Basil's going to be doing a workshop. The market's alive. It's a beautiful thing. This is going to be December 8th. 9 o'clock in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon. He is going to be bringing you right through the Chapman wave. What comes with this, you're going to get a full month of the opening call, which is $128 value. You're going to get his book, which is a $249 value, and you're going to get an amazing education. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
So, action.
Yeah.
We got, you know, you always seem to pick the right dates anyway. Seriously,
It's funny, isn't it amazing? Yeah.
It really is. I mean, we haven't had volatility in this market in a long time, and needless to say, the last 3 or 4 days we've had volatility.
So look how interesting this is. I especially put up this, what I call this bear chart of the, this is the Dow Diamonds. Basically, it's the trading vehicle for the Dow. And just to show you that there's a trend line, I'm just going to move this one up right now. There's a trend line that you can see that goes right back to the 8th of September. And it's moving up at about, what, 36 degrees or something like that. And it stops right where the price stops here. And then I'm looking at this, and there's a cup formation. And what happened is that the Dow came back six bars down, and then it starts 6 bars up. This is what I call a Chapman wave cup and ladle. If it just shoots right through that resistance, and that's one of the techniques I'll be teaching. So what happens, we go P. Now, in the Chapman wave, it's so simple. What we're looking for is from a low bar that's identifiable as a start of a move.
Okay.
You can count each successively higher peak, uppercase in the way up, lowercase on the way down, is at the 4th highest peak, and I think I keep looking at it as uppercase A, next peak is B, 3rd peak is C, and the 4th peak is D. Now, it can go to E, F, and G, but it's at D that other things can happen. This is what I said to subscribers to my opening call this morning. Got to be careful. At D, other things can happen. So what happened was we've been long since the break, just before the breakout, and we took a 6-point profit because on Friday it was looking great, as if it was going to extend high. And then there was that sudden news event. Market comes crashing down. So we were taken out for almost a 6-point gain, which is very good. It's about 600 points in the Dow. But we were still expecting. Over the weekend, I sent out over a dozen charts to explain why we should still get that leg D in the Dow and the leg D in the S&P. Lo and behold, yesterday we got the D. Now, I'm going to be teaching about the cup formation, about the breakout, about this left side, right side price time match that allows for a break up or a break down. But at the same time, look how easy it is. You take a trend line, I draw, I go like this, and I press the little button, and I get a parallel bar. And that parallel bar in this particular instance went up to exactly the high that was made back on the 8th of August in a parallel movement. What does it do? It hits exactly on Monday right at the resistance level. So over the years, what I've done is I've developed a technique that I call the Chapman wave inside track. It's a repellent or sell zone. And what happened was it went right into that sell zone. And I said to subscribers, I believe today's going to be a leg D. We're out of the position, but we waited. I didn't want to anticipate, because of this crazy market, that it could have gone a little higher. I wanted to see if we actually made a peak. Well, today is a peak D, and that's one of the techniques I'm going to be teaching. Look how important these Ds are. Here's the semiconductor index. We spoke about this a week and a half ago. I said we've got a double top at 105.83, all-time high. To make a double top, that's really unusual. Exact high for 2 parallel days. And then there was a reversal. So the SMHs have gone from the 105s area down to the 96s. That's a pretty big move based on that peak D. Here's some other things that I'll be teaching. So this is the simple technique. Just putting in the letters is not a big deal. If people have not really gotten used to the letters, I'll show you. There's just an easy way to do it. There is a moment where it becomes a little more complex when you go above D. What happens? Well, there's a whole series of things that we look at, but now look what we can do. So now I can add an indicator. So I'm going to add the 9-period exponential moving average. So here we are, moving average right here. Where did it go? There it is, exponential, click, and all of a sudden, what do we've got? We've got a very important, this blue line. Look how the price held all the way through till it broke down right about the 9th of November, went sort of sideways, and then it broke above, and now you're looking at 240 in the diamonds, which is like 24,000, as key support, and you now know exactly where the resistance area is. Then I'm going to teach about adding very simple indicators. They're all standard on every trading platform. So it's the MACD right here. I just click MACD. And you'll see the MACD comes up. And what does the MACD tell us? The moving average, convergence, divergence. It tells us that this move to the upside, that breakout that we were fortunate enough to get, was very important, and that the MACD is still showing some strength. And then I take the stochastic and I add the stochastic, and the stochastic right here, I go S, stochastic right here. If I can just get it, there it is. Now look what happens. All of a sudden, you've got another set of indicators to confirm what you're looking at. And the stochastic is still good at 81%, but it's starting to turn down. Now, what's very interesting is if you look at the price of the Dow itself, it's replicated by this 9-period differential, and it's kind of replicated as well in the stochastic. So here are all our little clues that we can use, and I'm going to be teaching how we can use that, how we can use a shorter time frame like the 120 or the 60-minute chart to anticipate what you're looking at in the shorter term, and that leads to the longer term. And then that, of course, says, wait a minute, what about the long term? And now all of a sudden you've got all the indicators that you need, because here's the MACD, here's the stochastic, here's the 9-period moving average. In the weekly chart, lo and behold, has also gone to a D. So these are aspects that you can look at. I'm going to be teaching about candles. We're looking at this little candle here in the monthly chart. If it becomes a little doji candle or it starts to pull back at leg E, it's going to tell us watch out for January. So these are all very simple tools. We're going to practice them over and over. We're going to take the bear chart, see if we can put the notation. Any questions that come up, I answer them immediately. I'm going to be using the different Chapman wave techniques, how you can use money management as we did when we put the stop in, so that if we were taken out, we didn't want to go back in when you're already making a D on the long side. We need proof that you can still go even higher. Or we've got to be ready to look at the MACD and stochastic and say, aha, now we can get ready for the short side again. So these are all techniques that really I like to think of them as fairly simple. We'll be going through a lot, but a lot of it will be practiced over and over. And you just saw what I did in the in this bear chart. I added everything very slowly, and all of a sudden, when it's put together, while it looks complex, we know that each step, we looked at the peak D, we looked at the pullback, we looked at the inside track, the up channel resistance, we looked at the strength of the MACD, we're looking at now some weakness in the stochastic. So all of this is a step-by-step move. So nothing, any questions that come up, I'd love to answer them right away. We'll certainly have enough time, 8 hours. And I love doing these. And the subscribers who attend the webinar I'll follow them for 30 days. I'll get my webinar to be able to go over it for 30 days.
Folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You can see it right there. You can sign up right now. Basil, thanks so much. Look forward to the show tomorrow.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 89. You get the NASDAQ up 1. S&Ps are off 5.5. We take a look at the percentages out here. You have the Dow down 0.3%, S&P's down 0.3, NASDAQ basically flat. Small caps. Let's go into the small cap arena. We'll take a look at the IWM. We'll just see what the IWM, you're down $1. You're at 21 million shares traded. You're trading 151.43. Now, small caps, folks, number one, I expect you're going to get this high volume low tested, 148.75. Number two, it's going to take some cause to get back inside the 150.63 area. So 150.63, get you in the lower range. And we'll see how this handles it. Bottom line, that's where we broke topside from on November 21st. We had the 29 million shares there. We've done 21 million, so we're going to do the volume inside the Russell, because what ends up happening with the Russell, as with a few of the different ETF structures, is that you get a huge amount of volume coming in at the close, so they can keep that net asset value right along how they should. Right now, the indice itself is trading at 15.19. It would be 15.14 in order to get back inside the lower range. If we do take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today, you have, that's a big one. Cleveland Cliffs is getting killed. That's down 10%. We'll go back to that in a second. Cleveland Cliffs is down 62 cents. You got AK Steel down 12 cents. We have General Cable up 37 cents. You got, let me put this, oh, I see what I just did. I put that was the Russell. Okay, so let's go into the S&P. Into the S&P, you have Micron Technology up $1.49. We have Wells Fargo up $1. You have GE down 17 cents. Comcast is down 66. You get JP Morgan off $1. We have Pfizer down 47 cents. Let's go to GE and see what's happening with good old General Electric. So General Electric, 1777. Yeah, this is going to be, this is just going to be wild watching how this GE trades out, folks. And the reason being is that, so GE's been a one-way trade on the way down. We pull this back. December of 2016, beginning of the year, it's at $32. You're at 1777. Guess what? It doesn't want to stop at 1777. It has a high volume low at 1746. You're building cause to get into that. And it looks to me that, we have game here at 1145 to 587. GE's got some major problems here. Major problems. And fundamentally, there's been plenty of research analysts that are still trying to figure out how to read their balance sheets, So we'll see how much trouble GE is going to end up in when all said and done. It looks like today they said they plan on, GE presented employee representatives with plans to cut 4,500 jobs in Europe within the energy business it bought from Alstom in 2015. Yeah, they're amazing, man. They bought this business at the highs. Anyway, their plans include, let's see, how many jobs they're cutting? Okay, they're cutting 4,500 in Europe. GE Power is reviewing its business due to current challenges in the energy industry and a large drop in orders. Job cuts are part of the GE Power excluding activities for the gas turbines. Bottom line is that GE has its lots of problems out there, and it's going to be pretty wild. Yeah, one of the targets is saying the market top will be when GE is removed from the Dow. The thing that's amazing, folks, think about this. GE is the only equity that is still in the Dow of the original Dow stocks. And I'm sure what is happening, more than likely, I would think it'd just be the opposite, that GE, when GE gets removed from the Dow, that'll be the end of the correction that's coming, because GE will be trading out at about $5 to $7. And if GE's at $5 to $7, they will move that thing out so quick, because what that does, because the Dow is a price-weighted index, it kills the Dow. They love high-priced stocks. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's why you see the thing keep going up. XLE, let's go take a look at the energy sector out here. XLE right now is trading at $69.45. And this yesterday, bottom line, had got to the last swing high, couldn't handle it. Over it now, we'll see whether it gets into 68. This would have to get into 68.80 in order to basically, start running to lower price. If we look at ExxonMobil, Exxon right now, yeah, that's coming back. Exxon tested its high. It's coming back down. Light volume on Exxon as it's coming back, though. Chevron, I don't think is inside the range yet. Yeah, it is. It just tucked itself inside the range today, the lower range. Chevron is at 120.89. Once you're inside 120.89, you're in the range. You're at 120.48. JP Morgan. Let's go take a look at JP Morgan. JP Morgan backing down today, but the volume's light. The JP Morgan is down $1.18. It's going to be intriguing here. I want to see what they're saying. Okay, so let's see. So the Republican tax plan is good for big banks. At least it will be once the initial pain wears off. JP Morgan expect a fourth quarter adjustment of as much as $2 billion, largely driven by the firm's unremitted overseas earnings facing taxation. Chief Financial Officer Marianne Lake said Tuesday at an investor conference. Okay, JP Morgan expects a fourth quarter adjustment of as much as $2 billion, largely driven by the firm's unremitted over. I have to think about what that even means. Bank of America Chief Executive Officer Brian Moynihan said his firm would also take a hit, having to decrease the value of its deferred tax assets. If something gets enacted this year, there would be an adjustment in the fourth quarter for us. That would be a negative and not small, Lake said. But as you move forward, depending on when the tax cut comes in, we would benefit from the lower rate. The proposed tax bill was a big topic at this year's last major banking conference, as executives were more positive in the long-term effects of the bill, both for them and their clients. Wells Fargo said changes could add another 0.5% to the gross domestic product, while Moynihan said corporate clients are telling the bank they've been waiting for certainty on tax changes so they can decide on long-term capital expenditure plans. It will unleash some activity, no question. Moynihan said in the tax plan, it's good for corporate America, it's good for us. Yeah, bottom line is that we'll see how that shakes out. What is intriguing to me is that when you look at Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, bottom line, Goldman Sachs came back to its 2007 highs and failed. Failed in a big way, too, by the way. There it is. There's the monthly one. It come up again. Okay, so the monthly one is 227 million versus 92 versus 54. So your number to keep your eye on Goldman Sachs is 250.70. And bottom line, had the test, failed on price, failed on volume. The Dow Industrials right now, up. Yeah, up. I'm so used to saying up. Down 103. You get the NASDAQ off 5. S&Ps are off 7.5. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 93. You get the NASDAQ off 2. S&Ps are down 7. Let's go over to the silver contract and take a look at silver. So silver had already broken the low a few days ago. Gold followed it down today. So silver traded to $16.04 today. We have 79,000 contracts. You're on a whole nother level. There's no two ways about that. We are going, let's see. So your last spike low, $16.10 was the high. The low of that high was $15.22. We go take a look at the SLV, which we'll have the better stats on because of the way the volumes laid out. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, so the SLV down with 8.9 million shares traded. You're going into 14 million and 19 million. Okay, that's the way to go. We'll find out whether we're going to get a rejection of price. Thus far, you haven't. You broke a swing point, broke it with a lot less volume. Let's go to the GDX. Let's take a look at the GDX. So GDX is below the gap also. You get light volume, but bottom line is that you're not holding price. 5 days, GDX is down from 23.17 to 21.91. You're coming into 39 million. You've done 25. So we'll see what type of volume we get in the close, because what happens with the GDX also is that you get monster volume coming into the close. If we go look at ABX, this is a good setup. Okay, this is good. So ABX is the largest weighting structure inside the GDX rather, and that is just testing its low of last week. That's positive in a big way because ABX has not been able to catch a bid. Newmont's not bad either. Okay, so let's go look at the copper market. Excuse me, folks. Copper's down 3.5%. No, 4.4%. You're down 13.5 cents. That is one monster move, that's for sure. Oh, this is destruction. This is not good. Yeah, this is going a lot lower. Okay, so copper, you're blowing away the swing point at 291. You hit 294. Okay, so you're coming into that with volume. This can go a lot lower, man. Let me see. HG. Let's put this on a continuous contract. Copper looks like 273 is on the agenda. The high, so when copper broke topside in July, we went from 272 to 289. You know, 289, you're going to get some support, but the way you come down, we're already at 292. Looks to me like you're going to get to the highs of it, which is 274. You break that, and then you're into 247. Let's go take a look at Southern Copper, which is SCCO. Oh, this is interesting. So check this out. So this is the largest copper company in the world, but yet they're not selling it off. It has the volume, but it's 69 cents down. You got 1.8 million shares. You're coming into 1.4. This is still strong. But let me go TGB. This is a smaller copper one, but they move with copper. That's interesting, too. They're not selling this down either. This is down 14 cents. It's $2 stock, but that's positive. I would say, though, copper looks like it wants lower price. What is intriguing out here today, too, actually, we need to actually take a look at the gold market in general. If we go over to a few of these golds, for how the gold market is down, the equities themselves aren't getting croaked. Listen, some of them have already got croaked. Like if I look at Wrangell Resources, that's down in the last 3 months from 108. You're at 91. But this is testing lows, and you're testing those lows with light volume. Let's go to Franco-Nevada, FNV. So Franco's in trouble. Let's go on to the other side of its consolidation. 76.76. Yeah, this is down 10 points in 5 days. We'll see how it handles the 76.76. Let's go over to Bitcoin. What do we got with Bitcoin? So Sunday night, folks, Sunday night, CBOE is going to start trading the futures in Bitcoin. That's at an all-time high right now. Let's see, has it hit it? Yeah, 11,864. You're at 11,816 right now. And if we go over to that Bitcoin Investment Trust, you're going to see this is already happening. I was talking about this yesterday, how this is pretty amazing. So check this out, folks. This is already happening. This thing is going to get smoked. So you still have Bitcoin up. This equity yesterday had a 92% premium. Now it's at a 54% premium. And what this equity is, look at this, man. And this actually went down to 1350. This is going to be, the SEC should get hung on this. Because what it is, I suspect there's plenty of people that are inside this that really don't understand what actually a net asset value is in the marketplace. Because we all know that, well, we think that the SEC is there to protect investors. Somehow, this equity, it's a unit investment trust. It's not an ETF. So a unit investment trust is, they set up the trust, they put so many shares in the trust. In this case, this trust buys Bitcoin. What's supposed to happen is that the net asset value per share is supposed to be close to what it is. Well, in this case, it hasn't been, and it hasn't been for quite some time, because I remember the first time someone actually called on it. And bottom line, it's going to be a problem, because you got a 54%, so picture. The only thing that's in this trust is Bitcoin. Why would you buy something that had a 94%, 92% premium when you could just go buy a Bitcoin? So people were paying double of what a Bitcoin cost yesterday when they were buying GBTC. Now, what has happened in one day is that we went from a 92% premium to a 54% premium. This is going to get to a net asset value, folks, because what happens is that when the futures start trading, you're going to be able to buy and leverage. You're going to leverage at 60% because the future, well, 58%, because the future, the leverage margin is going to be 32%. So two different things end up happening. Any future trader, this is a great way to basically do an arbitrage on it, and that's what they'll do in a second, because this will revert back to the mean and it'll revert back to the net asset value. Now, what very well may happen, because it's only Tuesday, is that we may see this revert back to the net asset value before they even start trading, which would be a total mind blower, because that would mean that this, in the course of 5 days, has actually given up almost $1,000. Today, it went from 1905 to 1350. Monster volume. It's going to happen. I happen to bring it up, but the bottom line is that anyone that's been in the market for a good period of time, or we don't even have to be in the market a good period of time, I've never quite seen a premium as big as that. What we did see, and we used to get so many calls on them, were when the natural gas pipelines and the oil pipelines, when oil was big money. If you remember, those net asset values were running at a premium, sometimes 15, 18%. Well, bottom line is that, they not only crashed, they went way below net asset value, and a few of them just went out of business. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials are down 120. NASDAQ is down 12. S&Ps are off 9.5. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Basil Chapman will be hosting a full-day Master Trader class Friday, December 8th from 9 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. This live 7.5-hour online class will teach you the complete concepts of Basil's Chapman Wave trading methodology, along with a variety of indicators and charting patterns that Basil uses on a daily basis, including the concept of higher peaks and lower troughs, the importance of the peak D, buy and sell modes, sustaining rallies and declines, MACD, stochastic, moving averages, on-balance volume, and much more. Everyone that attends will also receive Basil's CD book introducing the Chapman Wave methodology, a $249 value, along with 1 month of his daily trading newsletter, The Opening Call, a $128 value. Basil will be using live charts where and when possible in the webinar to show the concepts of his trading methodology, which works on all time frames. For all the details and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 115. You get the NASDAQ off 14. S&Ps are off 10. And this is going to be a race. We were just talking about Bitcoin. This is going to be a race in a big way, folks. So they had the NYSE, the owner of the NYSE, folks, is Intercontinental Exchange now. And their CEO came out. This is quite a statement that he actually said this morning at an investor conference sponsored by Goldman Sachs. We may be stupid for not being the first on that. Jeff Speecher, Chief Executive Officer of Intercontinental Exchange, said today at an investor conference sponsored by Goldman Sachs, I don't have the answers. I wish I knew how the investments will evolve. He says, I just don't know what to make of the cryptocurrencies. That being said, he feels that there's no doubt that when they start trading futures in them, we are going to find out what the price of these are, and we're going to find out pretty quickly. He's talking about, now this gets really interesting. He's talking about that much of the wealth in the Bitcoin world has been amassed by the data miners in China and logarithmic traders. You know, bottom line is that now what is going to happen is that when the CME contract is going to settle, it's going to settle basically in cash each and every day. So we're going to find out real quick where Bitcoin is, where it's going each and every day. There's no two ways about that. Don't forget, folks, if you want to go to a great workshop, I'm Mr. Basil Chapman. He is doing one this Friday. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You can sign up right now. That workshop is starting at 9 o'clock in the morning and is going to 4:30 in the afternoon. He's going to walk you right through the whole Chapman wave. Market-wise out here today, bottom line is that you're going to see inside the S&Ps, bottom line couldn't hold higher price. You know, we have gone, let's see. We've gone from 26.48, it's not bad, to 26.30. But bottom line, this is unusual, meaning you get a couple days of selling in the markets. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with numbers after the close. Dow's down 92, Nasdaq's off 8, S&P's off 7.5. Coming right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you know, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others,
Sure.
to, you know, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, you know, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling problem with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. To master love, you have to practice love. The art of relationship is a whole mastery, and the only way to reach mastery is with practice. To master a relationship is therefore about action, not about attaining knowledge. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 109, Nasdaq off 13, S&P's off 9.5. All the indices just couldn't hold price out here today, folks. Gold contract down 860, trading 1269. Silver down 22 cents, $16.14. Copper down 13.5 pennies at $2.92 a pound. They sold them all down. Oil up 16 cents, $57.63 a barrel. We're going to get the API numbers out at 4:30 this afternoon. The note and bond market, folks, I'm like a broken record. They want higher price, lower yield. They just refuse to go down. You get the 10-year note up 4 ticks, 124.12. 30-year bond up 21 ticks, 153.22. And that is in light of the aspect that the probability, folks, is like just about 100% that the Federal Reserve, number one, is going to go up on short-term rates on December 13th. The Fed meeting is the 12th and the 13th, which is next week. Right now, the Fed fund probability, implied probabilities, is 98.3% that the short-term rates are going to go up. That being said, guess what? That's a bank-to-bank rate. When we're talking about the 10-year, you're talking about the 30-year, you're talking about the 20-year plus. If we go look at the TLT, they're all up. The 20-year plus TLT today up on 10.9 million shares. That's good volume. You're up 63 cents. You're over the swing point of 126.78. With volume, by the way, guess what? This 10-year, the 20-year plus is on its way up to the 129.56. And if that's what you get, the Fed can go up on the bank-to-bank rate, but that's saying that there's more buyers than the sellers inside the 10, inside the 20, and inside the 30, and that's saying rates are going down. King dollar. King dollar couldn't hold a price either. That was up 81 ticks, 92.940. If we go over and we take a look at King dollar, what you're going to see inside King dollar out here today is that you got up to a price point of 93.100. You closed at 92.940. Bottom line, this looks like it's building cause for a very, very large ABC structure on the way down. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today, this is what you had. You had the Bank of America was down 13 cents. You had GE off 19. Snap got a bid. That was up $1.37. Wells Fargo was up $1.16. Inside the NDX 100, which no doubt was the culprit, it sold down once again. And this was bottom line is that window dressing is over, and we certainly didn't have any window dressing this month. So the culprits inside the NDX 100, taking it low, is NetEase. That was down 10 points. Regeneron was down 6. Charter Communications was off 3. BioMolin was down 2. Bringing it higher, because we did close up 1 point. Inside the NDX 100, Google was up 7 points. Amazon was up 7. You had Electronic Arts up 2.5. Biogen was up 2.5. Ultrasalon was up 2.3. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow, and the Dow basically took it on the nose out here today. You had Disney was the culprit on the way down. That was putting 20 negative points in. Boeing was putting 16. Goldman 15. Home Depot 14. Caterpillar 9. Positive points, you had Big Mac putting 16 positive points, Visa putting 8, Walmart putting 5, Johnson & Johnson putting 4. The chip stocks, the chips NVDA, the chip stocks no doubt were the runners the last few days on the way down. And what you got out here, folks, is you got follow-through on the way down, and what you also got is that they couldn't hold price. NVIDIA in 7 days rather, is down from $217 to $187. You're coming into the breakout area. I expect what you're going to see with NVIDIA. Today we hit the top of that breakout area. We hit 180.58. The bottom of that is 172. We'll see if, in fact, you're going to build some more cars to get into that area. Lam Research, LRCX, another one, fast, furious, couldn't hold price. You're talking about 8 days from $219 to $180. So picture it, you come down 39 points in 8 days. That's pretty intense, man. That is also into its breakout area. 175 we hit today. The breakout area is 173. Now, Lam Research, folks, is screaming into this break area with monster volume. That's saying it's going to blow it away. If we take a look at this and put this on the weekly, what you're going to see is that we came off the high with 23 million shares after making a high with 6.7. So you made a high with 6.7 the week of the 24th. You come off that with 23 million. You go back down again with 10 million. Bottom line, where's this heading to? This is heading to the breakout area, which is at 140, and we're at 180 right now. So that is about as intense as you can get. AMAT, Applied Materials. We take a look at Applied Materials, same type of setup. Applied Materials is down from a price point of 59 to 50. This also is going into the breakout area. 46 is the number. We hit 48.25 today. 46 is the number. There's some big action, folks, inside these NDX 100 stocks. If we go take a look at the 3 Qs, and you want to see the type of selling that we're talking about, what you had with the 3 Qs is this. Made a high on a daily basis with 25 million. Came off the high with 71. Came off the high again with 51. Couldn't hold price today with 39. This is also going to try to make its way back to the breakout area, that breakout area being 149. 151, 52 is the high of that breakout area. Right now, you're coming into that area with expanded volume. So I suspect we're going to get into it. Small caps, same type of setup inside the small caps. Those babies, this came down today with 27 million shares. Small cap, we're at 150.93. The number to keep your eye on is 150 to 63. If you get inside 150.63, that's the lower range. That puts game into 144. And if we take a look at this and we put this on a weekly basis, what you're going to see is that now this was a test of the high with lighter volume, and we'll see whether it gets inside that lower range. We had the Dow Industrials finish down 109, NASDAQ off 10, NASDAQ off 13, S&P's off 10. Stay right there. We've got our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up next, folks. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished down 109. You had the NASDAQ off 13. S&P's off 9.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Heck, as he do each and every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show right here at TFNN, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time at TFNN. And bottom line, folks, is that remember, you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, you hit Tiger TV. Another really easy way to basically always get us, no matter where you are, folks, is you go to YouTube and just subscribe in YouTube. Bottom line is that all the programs are in YouTube. What ends up happening is you get notified every time whether something's live and there's an archive that's going on. Now, when you go over to TFNN, what you're going to see right on the front page, you're going to see gain free access to our man, Mr. Andy Heck, 12 essential lessons for trading commodities. As you go over here, all you have to do in order to get this full course, folks, is that you're going to test either one of his newsletters or test both of them. He has Daily Essentials, which is his daily newsletter. He also has the Technomental Commodity Report. That is his weekly newsletter. So check it out right in the front page of TFNN. You can test drive them right now. You can get those 12 essential lessons for trading commodities, which is just absolutely fabulous. That started in September. So bottom line, we're in December right now. As soon as you sign up, you're going to get the first 4 courses, which the first one is commodity markets and demographics. The second is market breakdown, physical versus derivative market. Third one is overview of market structure, and December's is backwardation and contango. And in January, we're going to be talking term structure. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Man, they took apart these commodities.
Yeah, I know. Copper.
And gold, I mean, and the dollar didn't even go up.
I know. The dollar, dollar went up 190 points. Nothing much.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's strange. It's like the December curse in commodities.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool.
Kind of feels that way. I mean, look at natural gas. I got to tell you, I don't know how the weather is the rest of the country. I mean, I've been looking at it. It's a little bit warmer than expected. Here in Las Vegas, it's 49 degrees right now, going down to 37 tonight.
Seriously? Wow.
It's cold. It's cold, man. You know, and you know, they're just tearing apart natural gas. Oil's sitting pretty stable, but copper, man, copper got killed. I guess the manufacturing report wasn't that good. There wasn't that great news out of China.
Yep.
And you know, they just pummeled this copper. But copper, hey, copper's been doing this a lot throughout the year.
It has.
We go back to early September. We fell from $3.18 and a quarter down to $3 in like a heartbeat.
Right.
You know, so. You know, we fell here from 310 to 290, just under 295. It supports at 287.5. To keep that pattern intact that dates back to the beginning of 2016, as long as we hold 287.5, copper still looks bullish. So,
well, you know what's intriguing, and we'll do it again right now. The last hour, Andy, I had brought up the copper equities, and they didn't get hit. Like,
right.
The largest copper company in the world was only down 70 cents. It's still at its highs, $42. Southern Copper.
But in the stock market, anything with a ticker is fair game.
Well, no,
I'm just kidding. I mean, they're buying everything with a ticker.
I see what you're saying. Right, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, stocks are just so juiced. I mean, you know, but nothing compared to Bitcoin and the digital currencies. But, you know, we came off a little bit in the stocks today. You're going to see a lot of odd stuff going on. We have the Fed meeting next week, all right? The Fed's going to raise interest rates, and the Fed is going to shift more hawkish in 2018. No question about that. I mean, I think that, you know, he made another appointment the end of last week, a Carnegie Mellon professor who was in the Reagan administration. The chances are we're going a little bit more hawkish.
Man, he must have been young when he's in the Reagan administration.
Yeah, or he must be real old now, right?
Yeah, right.
I think Marvin Goodfriend is
Okay, yeah, right.
He was a senior economist in the Reagan administration.
Right.
So in any case, he must be our age, Tom.
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly.
You're getting younger every year.
Yeah, I like it. I'll go with that.
I hear you. Anyway, you know, I think that commodities are reflecting a little bit of those fears here. We also have an up year in commodities. You know, precious metals just have blinders on here. They're ignoring the geopolitical landscape. They're ignoring North Korea. They're ignoring the Middle East. They're just ignoring everything. They're looking like the stock market, like optimism across the board. And, hey, let them pull back. I say good buying opportunities this month. I think they'll be higher in 2018.
Yeah, hey, listen, it'll be intriguing watching this check out. I mean, they hit silver last week, and then, gold broke basically the trading range today, you know.
And that's very normal for
December. Yeah, I get that. Right.
Silver's the most speculative metal out there. So if you're going to hit something first, you hit the silver.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
It's the one that moves. So what? We moved from $17 to $16. The bottom line is silver has to hold 15.15. Gold needs to hold 12.50. That hasn't broken down yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. What Andy's talking about, folks, is that your swing, your major swing low on this is really 12.25. I mean, I don't want to see it down there, but that is the reality. That was the July swing low, So.
Exactly, and that's you have such optimism in the stock market, tax reform, all this other stuff that's pumping capital into that. Capital is going away. The only thing I will tell you about gold and silver, which is a positive sign for the future, is that the price is coming down with open interest in gold.
Okay.
And we've seen that in silver too. And, for technicians, when open interest, the total number of open, long, and short positions comes down with price, it is not a technical validation of an emerging bear market.
Okay, so say that again. So gold and silver is going down on price, and the amount of contracts are going down also?
The amount of open positions are decreasing.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Which means that people are basically throwing in the towel.
Right.
That's not a bad sign for the future.
Oh, listen.
It's ugly short term.
Clean-outs are clean-outs. I'm with you. Right.
Right. Clean-outs are healthy.
Yeah,
natural gas.
As long as you're not long.
Right. That's true. Anyway, natural, or if you have the fortitude to just buy, scale down, and hold your nose, which happens a lot.
Yeah.
Basically, what you have in natural gas here is you get a lot of people who get bullish on rallies. You got a lot of people who get bearish on dips.
Okay,
And,
so let's bring this up.
I like the setup.
NG, I want to bring this up for a second. So I'm going to bring up a continuous contract. And we'll put it on a couple years. Oh, this is good. Okay, so you got 273 wide open. You get 250 wide open. So it's getting in the danger zone. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's down. It keeps putting, but natural gas is like silver. It loves to put it false breakouts, false breakdowns. Got to be very careful in this commodity, this wild commodity. This is a roller coaster right now.
Oh, listen, I was getting interviewed a couple of days ago, and they were asking me about Bitcoin futures, and I told them that it's going to be like trading natural gas in 2007. It's a widowmaker, man. They almost fell off their chair.
No question. Natural gas, Bitcoin, all these things. Listen, very volatile. We're going to have a very volatile winter. Right now, they're expecting 10 to 15 BCF draw on Thursday from inventories.
Okay.
And that's small for this time of the year. So natural gas going down.
And as soon as we're coming,
it'll find support.
As soon as Andy and I come back, folks, we are going to have the API numbers for you. 4:30 coming out. Stay right there. Andy and I are going to be coming right back. And don't forget, folks, right here. Another 35 minutes, you can hear Andy. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV, or go to YouTube, TFNN, YouTube station. Just subscribe, and you're going to get us all the time. Right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow Industrials finished down 109. NASDAQ was off 13. S&Ps are off 9.5. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We're talking in markets. We're talking commodities. And, of course, don't forget, folks, right here, 30 minutes, you can listen to Andy. Andy, Bitcoin. So we get the CME. Well, we get the SIBO that just beat out the CME starting Sunday night. And then on top of that,
CME the 18th.
And on top of that, you just had the Intercontinental Exchange, who's the owner of the New York Stock Exchange. He came out this morning thinking that he made a mistake not being first. How's that, right?
Right. Well, the bottom line here is this is going to be a wild one, no question. Derivatives are going to add another level of validation. What I really hate about the derivatives, Tom, is they're cash settled and there's no warehouses for Bitcoin on the exchanges. I think it's a big mistake.
Well, I know you mentioned this before, but you know what? To me, the way that, and I use the reference, Andy, of silver, okay? And silver upside down, right? Mm-hmm. So, to me, what's going to happen is that the banks are going to kill Bitcoin. And where I'm going with that is this, is that it doesn't matter how many Bitcoins are out there right now. What's going to matter is that how you and I and the banks trade Bitcoin on the exchange, because that's going to be the price.
Right, absolutely.
Okay?
But
now, stay with me for a second. Hold it.
Okay.
In the silver market, there's been how many suits over the course of the year for J.P. Morgan? There's still shot more silver than there is silver in the frickin' world. It's like, okay, so how does that work? You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I think that J.P. Morgan has a huge customer book, and while they might be short a tremendous amount of silver, they have stuff on the other side of it. They're not just outright short silver. I believe. Listen, I ran a major dealer. I know a lot of people who work there. I know, how those positions work. J.P. Morgan doesn't have a huge proprietary short position in silver. I don't believe that.
Well, I mean, the last time I looked, it's registered.
No, I understand it's registered, but you don't see what they have on the other side of that trade, on the other side of those trades in their over-the-counter books. You see what they have on the exchange, but you don't see what they have on there. Do you know what the capital charge that the central banks would put on J.P. Morgan if they ran a short position in silver to the likes of what they have in terms of one side on the exchange? What I think, they have a lot of hedges. They have a lot of other positions from hedge funds and various others on the other side of that. They also have arbitrage. They're long. They're a major bullion vault in London.
Yeah.
They have a lot of silver in that vault. There's a lot of silver in the world, and they're short against that silver potentially.
Okay,
so
I got it.
But going to the Bitcoin, because I think you have a good point there, and I think that the banks will do everything they can to crush Bitcoin.
Right.
I absolutely agree with that. I think it's in their vested interest. The credit card companies too.
It is.
American Express should be leaning on Bitcoin.
Well, did you see? Now did you see? The guy from American Express, he's retiring. He just retired.
Yeah.
And his statement today, folks. This is so here. Let me pull this up. His statement today, this is his last address at an investor conference, it was today, that the banks made the biggest mistake in the world cashing out their joint ownership of Visa and MasterCard.
Yes,
because what he's saying, folks, is that everything is going to be through an app. And he's showing that China right now, Jack Ma and Tencent Holdings, okay, are right now handling 90% of the e-commerce business in China. The banks aren't handling it.
That's right.
And he's saying, hey,
it's going to happen here.
Yeah, that's intense, man.
But going back to my point, and we'll use the silver market as an example. You or me, we go to the silver market. One of the beauties of the silver market on the exchange is that if I want to take delivery of silver,
yes,
I can do it.
Right.
Okay. So it gives me some, and I don't necessarily need the bars. I can get a warehouse receipt that represents it. That's a bearer instrument. Okay.
Yes.
With Bitcoin, they're making a big mistake not replicating that. That's the beauty. That causes the convergence of the cash price and the futures price.
Right.
They're making a big mistake not having. One of the big arguments against digital currencies, Tom, is that, they're in the cloud, they're in these esoteric
exactly.
wallets or whatever. If you had an exchange that said, I'm going to set up a secured warehouse, a secured computer, and I'm going to stand behind these Bitcoins, you could make delivery, you could take delivery. That would really do something for this digital currency market.
Right. No, I agree. They know they just can't do it.
Why they're doing cash settled. It's a big mistake. I wrote to the CFTC about it.
Right. I know that. Right.
And, I know people there. They wouldn't respond. I think there's something fishy here.
Well, they wouldn't respond because they don't have to do it, and their risk is higher if they did it. All this is about is trading. We're in a big casino.
I understand that.
That's...
we have to have some efficiency, and we have to have some certainty in markets. The potential for a blow-up is less if you could allow for convergence of futures and cash prices. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, you're right. I agree. I know that that's how it should be. I'm just saying that,
It's how it should be, no question about it. But you know what? It's never how it should be.
Exactly.
It's where the vested interest and the lobbyists go.
Yeah. Pretty wild, man. Hey, so let's go over to these oil markets, see what you think about them. Okay, so the API number just come out, folks, and what we have here is this. Let's see. So you get Cushing. Let's see. First off, crude oil stocks fell 5.48 million barrels last week. You had crude down Cushing down 1.95. Gasoline was plus 9.2. That's a big number. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Distillates was plus 4.26. Gasoline build is the largest since January 2016 when compared with EIA data.
Well, basically, you took a lot of oil and you made it into products. The refineries are running quick, are running hot,
Right.
And that's telling us, that the oil market expects demand to continue. Now, we had the crack spreads come back today. I reckon that they are going to go back down tomorrow on these figures.
Yeah, I didn't have you last week, but those crack spreads got killed last week, huh?
They got killed, but they're still above where they were last year this time.
Okay.
So, they got killed. By the way, gasoline should get killed this time of the year. Demand is lower. It's the winter time.
Yeah.
Heating oil is still $22, $23, still good level. And don't forget, the price of crude oil is a lot higher this year than it was last year. It's $7, $8 a barrel higher this year than last year at this time. And that's telling us if the crack spread in the distillates is higher, that's telling us something very positive about demand.
Yeah, okay.
So the bottom line, I look at this. This is 6 of one, half a dozen the other. You're probably going to see some weakness in the crack spread. Crude oil, I wouldn't be surprised to see it down to $55 a barrel.
Yeah, and right now we closed out this session at we're at 57.70. So I suspect right now it's down. I mean, I just
57.62 we closed out. So we'll see what it takes it. The interesting one here is natural gas. That's doing what it should. You know, that's defying logic here to me. Like I said, you got to trade this thing. This is in the buy zone now. When it gets up about 320, it's in the sell zone. I'm keeping a small core long going into winter. That's the way I like to trade natural gas this year.
Chilly.
Chilly.
Listen, folks, you stay right here. I'll be coming right back. Andy's going to be coming back in 20 minutes for you. Thanks, man. Have a great one, a safe one. Look forward to the program in 20 minutes.
Thanks, buddy.
We'll come right back, folks. Dow's down 109, NASDAQ off 13, S&P's off 9.5.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Basil Chapman will be hosting a full-day Master Trader class Friday, December 8th from 9 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. This live 7.5-hour online class will teach you the complete concepts of Basil's Chapman Wave trading methodology, along with a variety of indicators and charting patterns that Basil uses on a daily basis, including the concept of higher peaks and lower troughs, the importance of the peak D, buy and sell modes, sustaining rallies and declines, MACD, stochastic, moving averages, on-balance volume, and much more. Everyone that attends will also receive Basil's CD book introducing the Chapman Wave methodology, a $249 value, along with 1 month of his daily trading newsletter, The Opening Call, a $128 value. Basil will be using live charts where and when possible in the webinar to show the concepts of his trading methodology, which works on all time frames. For all the details and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished down 109, NASDAQ off 13, S&P's up 9.5. Let's go to our man Al in Tampa. Hey, Al, what's going on, brother?
Just fine. How you doing, Tom?
Doing great, man. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
No problem. I want to talk about AMD.
Okay. Let's take a look. We got Advanced Micro Devices. The low for the year is 845. The high is 1565. Okay, so
I went ahead and put a position on. I got in at 989, and I was looking. They had earnings come out, and high was 10 and low I think was 7, and they produced 11. And I went back over a year in the charts, and it seemed like the support was like at 985 or 980. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah. So it's 985. You get the high volume low from May of 2017, 985. You hit 970 today. The problem here, Al, is that that's the bottom of the consolidation that it's been trading in since December of 2016. So the whole year, right?
Right.
But you're where this broke topside from actually is 661 to 883. And that's the danger here, man. Because they're killing
I'm just saying as I put a stop 25 cents under it.
Oh, good. Awesome.
So,
yeah.
I'm just saying that's what I went ahead and did. I figured if I could risk the top side with the 25-cent stop in that.
Right.
But I'm just wondering, it seems like all the technologies are getting really hit. Why is that? Can you explain that to me?
They're just selling them, man. And that's the danger. I would have waited a little bit longer. I mean, the one to keep an eye on if you're going into any of these chip stocks is NVIDIA. And, that was the leader on the way up, and they just took NVIDIA from 217 to 180. And it doesn't look like it to me it's stopping. AMAT's not stopping also. Lam Research is not stopping. They're basically, it's a wholesale sell here.
Can I ask another stock, BUFF? That seems to be holding up real well.
DUFF?
Right. Blue Buffalo.
Oh, BUFF. Oh, so check this out. I think you're the first one that ever called on this, too. So check this out. Okay, so Blue Buffalo, right? The low is 21. The high's 30. I got to look at this thing, man. Okay, so I think this was an ABC up anyway when you called, right? Let's see. Yeah. It's an ABC up. So your A point on this.
I've got $2 already plus. So.
Yeah. Your A point is 15. Your B is 27. So you get $12. Your C is 21. So it's 33. So 33 is the number, which it hit 30. So check this out. This is pretty wild, folks. Okay. I've had 7 German Shepherds in my life since 14 years old, okay? And my German Shepherds, they're big German Shepherds. What that means is I have a Schnitzen dog, which is just, it's a great dog. They're high-end dogs. They're great dogs, period. But check this out, Al. And I've always given these dogs From, okay? No grain, From, the whole ball of wax, right? It's just great food. Right. Well, guess what? I ran out of food. Let's see. Oh, this is only like 2 weeks ago, right? And I cracked up. Bridget and I were in the dog store, right? And I remember you calling on this. I says, man, we're going to try this Blue Buffalo, right? You wouldn't believe how he ate this thing, man. I mean, he never has a problem eating, but it blew my mind. So I'm going to go get a couple 100 pounds of this Blue Buffalo. It's not because but the price, no wonder why the price, From is expensive. Blue Buffalo is like really expensive. But anyway.
Well, you can go to Chewy.com and get it. I get delivered, and it's less expensive there, and you get 20% off.
Oh, it's so great.
I have 3 Shelties. They just love it.
This is so great you just said that, because what happened, that's where I was getting my dog food, and then From took it off Chewy.com because they were discounting it. So you can't get From anymore. So I already got an account there. As soon as I amend it, I'll just go hit the account. That's awesome, man. Okay. That is so cool to know. But anyway, I want to see, man. Let me just see this for a second. I just want to see what they're printing. So, look at that. Okay, man, oh man, it's amazing the money on pet food, right? So 2013, folks, they took in 719 million. They take in 1.3 billion right now. How do you sell pet food and you take in that much? That's crazy. It's a big business.
Yeah, come up with some really good ones, don't they, Tom? Thank you.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, we know that when you like pets, they're part of the family, so it doesn't matter what the cost.
Yeah,
right?
I got you guys into the phosphate, like Mosaic and them before they broke out.
I know. And, every time that I go by those phosphate mines in Florida, I think about you, man. Yeah, that's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, they're closing a couple of their mines. Mosaic is right now.
Yeah.
They had that sinkhole on top of their phosphate
pit,
and they're paying through the nose for that. So they're they're hurting a little bit there.
Interesting.
But
yeah.
Thank you for everything you do. And how come you're not promoting your book?
I know I should be doing that. Listen, you know what?
I'm just saying is I have your original book. I remember the binder you came out with.
I know. You know what? I know, man. Believe me, there's a lot of things that I don't promote that I should be promoting. I know. Hey.
And the other thing too is if you could give the veterans a discount, that would be nice too. And maybe on one of your letters or something.
We can do that. That's an easy thing to do, no doubt.
Okay, thank you, Tom, for everything. And
Cooking,
you have a nice holiday.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, Blue Buffalo, folks. Pretty amazing. That is crazy. And as one of the Tigers said, I told my vet that my dog gets better health care than I do. And that's the truth, man. There's no doubt, man. It's funny how this whole thing works. So check this out, folks. This is a trip. So picture, we get a lot of rentals, right? And, you can always go back and forth. And we have short-term rentals, too. And, you go back and forth in the aspect of, do you have animals or don't you have animals? I can tell you something, folks. In the real estate business, if you don't allow animals in, you're not going to get any business. We have a pound limit, okay? But the bottom line is that anyone that can actually afford short-term rentals, because in Florida, short-term rentals, they're very expensive, in the winter. And the bottom line is that anyone and everyone that's coming in, everyone has dogs. Everyone. I mean, it's just normal. That's the bottom line. And what we've found, we've had great luck with it. I mean, I don't think we've ever had a pet actually hurt a unit in 5 years. So it's here, and the high-end hotels, they've done the same thing. So, bottom line is that this is pretty funny. One of the Tigers says, my dog has more friends than I do. Yeah, dogs got it made anyway, right? Think about it. It's like crazy, man. They run around and just, anyway. So, market-wise out here, let's go. I want to go take a look at the USO for a second. So, we say that closed at 11.54. This would be the oil market. You're 11.50. So oil's not getting hit that bad. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And, of course, don't forget, you want a great education? Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up this Friday. He's got a great workshop coming up. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. I'm going to be coming right back. Our man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming right up. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We go take a look at the XLF inside the banking structure out here. That little baby came off the high today. We'll see whether we're going to get any juice on it on the way down. It was down 15 cents. If we go take a look at JP Morgan, you're going to see with JP Morgan, that came down hard. So JP Morgan came down $1.23, but you had some expansion of volume. So 105.72, 102.42 would be the number to keep your eye on. Bank of America, BAC, that just gave up yesterday's gains. Nothing heavy there. We take a look at Citigroup. Citigroup is that's having a hard time staying over its breakout of 76. 76.02 was the breakout. We're at 76.54. Berkshire Hathaway. That Berkshire Hathaway is still the largest weighting structure inside of the XLF. Now, Berkshire, what Berkshire has done is it basically confirmed that shooting star. So Berkshire had a negative connotation yesterday inside candlestick charting. That's a confirmation. And bottom line, meaning that it traded from 199 to 196 yesterday, closed at 196.07 today. Wells Fargo, WFC. Wells Fargo, it's amazing that Wells Fargo can stay at highs when they're just, they have so many frauds on their hands that, it's pretty amazing. Bottom line, though, Wells Fargo actually had power today. Wells Fargo was up $1.16. You're at 58.55. Now, the difference is that Wells Fargo hasn't broken out. It made a run for it today, though. It made a run to the $59.41. Couldn't handle it, so amazing part about it that it just actually did make that run. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up next, growling a problem with you. Now, what you can expect overnight here is that you are going to basically see some high volatility. The NDX 100 hasn't been able to hold price for 3 days. The S&P is getting ground down by the NDX 100. And you want to remember something, that the NASDAQ and the NDX 100 are the one that had taken us up, and they are taking us down right now. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Look forward to speaking right back here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.